Hi, I'm Kass and this is Honey.
And we're regular Canadians enjoying weed. And we're here with Liv Maxwell.
Hey.
Welcome. And you can find her on Instagram at
Cannacentric YBR, which is going to be also yin yoga, cannabis yin yoga. Super exciting.
That's great. And what do we get to do at Cannabis Yin Yoga?
Well, I like to label it cannabis-centric so that it doesn't imply that you have to medicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like an open space for people who like to medicate or not,
Mm-hmm.
you know, who are just connected with cannabis. And I think it's super important to kind of like leave it open for people because I don't want everybody, you know, to come to my class and be like, oh, I have to be stoned for this class.
Yeah.
Because, you know, not every day you want to be. And I'm doing it at Blissful Alchemy, which is Siobhan McCarthy's beautiful, beautiful cannabis-centric like community space that she's started. She has all kinds of amazing classes and workshops. So yeah, I'll be doing my yin yoga there. Yeah.
When did you start consuming cannabis?
Well, legally when I was 18. No.
We're less worried about legal.
I walked into the dispensary at the age of
We'll just say at some point in high school. And then when I came to Canada, I was like so excited for medicinal. So when I think I was like 20 or something like that, maybe 21, I went and got my first prescription from a naturopath. Back then, the naturopaths were still writing them, which was awesome. And then I got a job in Kitsilano at Buddha Barn, which is where I got my experience. Yeah, and that was super informative. I loved all my peers. We really co-learned together a lot and grew together. And then it kind of went in a little bit more recreational geared. And I was like, I think I need to move on, and my husband and I work in a tattoo shop, which is super fun. That's another thing I want to integrate cannabis into is tattoo care, right? Like I make my own tattoo cells.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense,
Huge,
like
right?
pain relieving, everything about it.
Everything.
Like,
Actually, pain relieving, well, the tattoo
CBD
heals
oil.
would be
Totally,
like,
yeah.
maybe it's the sprays, you don't have to touch it.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, I do everything.
Sorry, yes.
I do like
Guinea
all
pig.
body butters. I do makeup remover. I do like face oils. I do all kinds of stuff.
So are you trying to establish like a natural skincare line? Or
Yeah, I'm
skin
gonna
and hair?
do it right now with just like natural skincare, and eventually, when it's a little bit more of like a kind of accessible market, I'd like to integrate cannabis into it because weed is awesome.
I know, it has so many wonderful benefits.
Newsflash, weed is awesome.
In case you missed it.
Right? And I love her so much.
Right? Respect the plant, we love her. That's amazing.
So
But I like
fun.
that journey, and I like I've always kind of dreamed of working at a dispensary or like in the industry in some way to learn, you know?
It would be
It was
great for
huge for
learning.
learning.
Yeah, and of course to
huge.
meet people, both your co-workers and even the people coming in the doors.
Clients, I think, were probably almost my favorite part, just because, you know, you would get somebody that would come in and they'd come in and be really cautious, and because we were so well informed, we would sometimes I would spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours with people, like, you know, really getting into like what the issue was, how cannabis can help, how I thought cannabis would help, you know, because you can't really say like, oh, cannabis will do this, because my experience is completely different than theirs.
Every time I've been to a dispensary here and all of these illegal dispensaries that are around, everyone in there is so knowledgeable, so friendly, so helpful. You can stand there and ask as many questions as you want. They help you. You can smell all the different flower, and it's such a tailored experience. And now when you go to these legal cannabis stores, it's taken all the fun out of it and all the interaction and all the learning portion of it.
Yeah, and that's something that's super important, is understanding the plant. And
exactly. I worry that it's most of all not welcoming, you know, like with cannabis. It's
100%.
something that needs to be explained and guided and people slowly led into it. And because it is so clinical and not fun and not accessible, maybe that's a real harm, because at the moment and in the past when we would go to the grey market, literally I felt comfortable because they were friendly and welcoming enough to be like, I don't know what a dab is. Could you explain what a dab is? You know, like I literally, that happened, Kass was there, and I was like, it wasn't that long ago, like we're regular Canadians Canadian weed enjoyers, you know, like we didn't know. And then because of the environment there, and the people, I could do that. And I don't know if the same could be said for a legal store.
Some of them have put out like little, one bud, you can kind of smell and look at it and whatever. But it's like, that's one bud. I want
smelling bud.
I want to smell a bag full of it.
And there's a reason for
smell
that.
all the terpenes now.
Exactly, 100%. They can start to dissipate. And also, there's different cannabinoid and terpene combinations from the top of the plant to the bottom of the plant to the side of the plant to even within one bud. So like having just one bud there is just like, dude, what?
This is not.
We want the whole jar.
Yeah, I need like that. I need that. Stick my face in it.
Yes, you're from Vermont.
Yeah.
What brought you up here?
I must confess.
We like you anyways.
Regular Americans enjoying weed. Is it legal in your state?
It is, yeah.
It is. Okay.
Oh, for sure it is. But yeah, no, I've been here for 7 years and I'm like, I need to be a Canadian.
What brought you to Canada in the first place?
I went to UBC, so I went to UBC for anthropology with a minor in African studies, which is a research degree. So they teach you how to like research everything, and so I took that and was like, oh, marijuana, cannabis, yes, and was like totally nerded out. And
just a quick question: could you research the effect people
just
feel
cold notes question?
Yeah,
just what's up with cannabis?
Yeah, exactly.
Just in one
Can we
sentence.
just unpack how 95 years of
Stigma
prohibition has
has
fucked up the world, please? Can you give me a quantifiable answer on the amount?
I think you can probably blame us
society.
Americans for that.
Right.
Right.
The Americans.
Forget.
We've got a troubled relationship, don't we? Because we love you.
I think cannabis is like a really amazing bridge right now for people to kind of get back to their roots and back to themselves. And I think that it's super important. I think it's starting to heal everybody from all of the patriarchal, colonialist ideals that have been pervading our world for so long, right? And I think that's like maybe a first step to like getting back to somewhere happy and beautiful.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully,
I really do.
right?
I mean, everyone can use a little more happiness in their
Exactly. A
lives.
little bit more cannabis in their lives.
Seriously. Yeah, what? Yeah, into that.
Exactly, like why would
Just
you
give
people
us the
into
cannabis.
this? Right? The cannabis, the happiness. Yeah, I
Totally.
totally agree with everything you've said, and and I feel like I can really trust you as an American. Like you really are like speaking from
You seem like a really legit one.
I think that was amazing. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
So nice.
Yes, and we're happy to finally
Love
meet you. I mean, we
it.
met
I
you through
know.
Instagram, this amazing
Yeah,
thing. You
and
won
then
our giveaway.
A little
I'm
glimpse
seeing you
at
at
the
events now. Like,
yeah,
get to
funny
hang
little
out properly.
hang.
Yeah, and I can't wait to go really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
super
let us know as
excited.
soon as that opens
Well,
up.
yeah,
so we can go for sure.
and I can always do like a private session for you guys.
Oh,
if you want.
oh
Like
my
that's
God.
totally a thing.
Okay, but no one's allowed to look at how not flexible I am.
Oh, that's like another thing about yin is like it doesn't matter. You don't need to be flexible.
I can lay there like that's my.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I can lay there
all
like
you
a
gotta
slug.
do.
I finally found my sport. Like
Yeah,
the sport
you
I'm
just
good
gotta,
at.
like, lay there.
Honestly,
and,
I've had a life.
And like the whole point
Yeah.
about yin is like you have to have lots of pillows.
Bring your
Yeah.
pillows, bring your weed, and get ready to lie on the floor with a group of awesome people
totally.
fighting hard.
Get ready for the best day of your life.
Yeah, 100%. The best sleep of your life
Yeah.
afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm
Awesome.
there. Yay. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Exciting.
And thank you, Canada, for tuning in. And don't forget to enjoy responsibly.
And don't drive high.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Yay.
How did you know where to roll?
Yeah, exactly. Was there a
Well,
spot?
It says roll here. I'm a wizard.